Hello world, from whichever time zone you're catching me from, my name is MD90. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so that you do not miss the uploads that come up. And the easiest way for you to navigate the channel is to head to the playlist. You'll find videos curated for you based on your interest. So if you're interested in the Kutika podcast, you'll find a playlist for that. For news and trends, there's a playlist for that. Exclusive with MD90, a bunch of playlists that are created based on your interest. So the easiest way to navigate the channel is head straight to the playlist and you'll find what you're here for. Consider becoming a member of the channel. Right next to the subscribe button is the join button. You click on the join button so that you can become a member of the channel. You support the team on the production and a number of things that we're doing here, and we appreciate that. So Mwetamok's People's Movement, it's an alliance of one party and individuals. Chief Government Spokesperson Cornelius Mweta has mocked the formation of People's Movement led by Edgar Lungu, saying it's an alliance consisting of Patriotic Front and individuals. And Mweta says he has continued driving a second-hand government vehicle with a cracked screen because government's focus is saving the people. So more views regarding this political alliance that has been formed over the opposition. KBF also weighed in. Kelvin Fuwewaga says, opposition alliance wasn't well crafted, notes KBF. Zambia must prosper leader Kelvin Fuwewaga says he did not join the political alliance because he does not want to give citizens false hope. And Fuwe says, he does not think the political parties which have joined the alliance have spoken at length about their expectations and programs. So you can see earlier on I noted to say they have not stated who's going to be their final leader. So and what's the purpose of the alliance. Further on, Wynter Kabimba has also criticized the president, President Hakainde Hichilema. So President Hakainde Hichilema criticized for failure to reshuffle or fire non-performing ministers. Opposition Economic Front Party leader Wynter Kabimba has criticized President Hakainde Hichilema for what he perceives as failure to address poor ministerial performance through major reshuffles and dismissals over the past 3 years. Mr. Kabimba's comments come in the wake of President Hakainde Hichilema's recent changes to various service commissions and Drug Enforcement Commission, DEC, announced on Tuesday. He says it's disheartening to witness the president's apparent reluctance to take decisive action against underperforming ministers, despite evident challenges that the country is facing. In an interview with Phoenix FM, Mr. Kabimba emphasized the need for accountability and effective governance, suggesting that the country's woes could be partly attributed to poor performance of certain officials within government. Mr. Kabimba is of the view that recent changes will not address the incompetence among top officials in government, which has so far led to the poor service delivery. So those are the views from Wynter Kabimba to President Hakainde Hichilema. In other news, if you remember, the court had issued a bench warrant for Emmanuel Mwamba for leaving the country when he had court cases. So he's back in the country now, and he was in court today, and this is what happened in court. So court revokes bench warrant issued against Emmanuel Mwamba. The Lusaka Magistrate Court has revoked the bench warrant that it issued on the 31st of January 2024 against Emmanuel Mwamba. This is after Emmanuel Mwamba returned from the United States and presented himself before court. Ambassador Mwamba apologized to the court that his absence was advised by his lawyers that he could travel and the matter would be adjourned since the lawyers committed to the High Court with another matter. Mwamba stated that as soon as he learned of the bench warrant issued against him, he cut short his trip and flew back to Zambia on his own volition to clear the misunderstanding that had risen over his absence. He said he would seek permission of the court if he was to travel outside jurisdiction. Magistrate Trevor Kasanda ruled that he had given Mwamba the benefit of the doubt and discharged the warrant of arrest and he had issued against him. Mr. Mwamba's sureties, Mufurira MP Gordon Mwira and Msanzala MP Elias Daka apologized to the court that they did not inform the court over the absence of the accused. Magistrate Kasanda revoked the bench warrant he gave Mwamba the benefit of doubt following his explanation. He also reminded the lawyer that the authority the accused to be in court only waived by the court and not affecting any dates hearing must not be disturbed. The state applied for varying conditions of police bond, wavering conditions of police bond on Emmanuel Mwamba. The state applied that the passport must be deposited at court and other stiffer conditions. The state also alleged that Mwamba was a flight risk, but counsel for Mwamba Makebi Zulu of the Makebi and Associates Advocates objected application stating the allegations that Mwamba was a flight risk were malicious as demonstrated by his presence in court today. But Magistrate Kasanda got his passport and asked it be returned by the clerk of the court. So that's the news with Mwamba. He has dodged an arrest. It has been revoked. And then he offered his views. These are opinions that were issued in Mast. Says the mines never asked for tax breaks. It was a one-man decision. But what motivated him to, Mulusa asks. And then Emmanuel Mwamba writes the following. He says, Musokotwane and the mines are a tragic relationship that robs Zambians of billions of dollars. Musokotwane has consistently implemented mining policies that deprive Zambians of billions. And then he goes further to highlight what Musokotwane has done over the years. So Emmanuel Mwamba says, in 2009, Musokotwane abolished the windfall and other tax measures that earned Zambia up to $600 million in 2008 alone. In 2021, Musokotwane abolished the mineral royalties tax that was non-deductible and profit-sharing scaling model. That total was earning the country up to $1 billion per year since 2019. The controversial SME ZCCMIH and First Quantum deal on Kansenshi to convert dividend rights of royalties payments over the Kansenshi mines and possible loss of 2.5 billion US dollars that the government has not expressed interest to recover. So it's simply stating to say this is what's going on in the mine, and Musokotwane did not consult when waiving those taxes. Neither did the mines request for them, says Molusa, the person you see on screen there. What is the majority of the Patriotic Front individuals were in court today? So, and then given Luminda says, the courts are full of politicians. Volvinda was heard saying, we will start to go for MCC meetings, Kuno. These are committee meetings of central committee meetings of the Patriotic Front. So pretty much everyone at the court case today. So on screen, what you see is Chandakawe, Munia Zulu, Given Luwinda, and Malanji, Joe Malanji. Pretty much a number of people were in court today, and most of them were former PF individuals. That's why Given Luwinda was saying, I mean, we might as well start having the central committee meetings in court because it seems like that's where the majority of the people are from the party. Waris Mausamba says, today a bill is being tabled in Malawi Parliament to cap presidential candidates' age limit to below 80. Former Arthur Wamtarika, who lost power recently, announced his comeback in the bid. He's 83 years old, and then he laughs it out. African politics stay in Norway. So that's what's happening in Malawi, and that's what he's just laughing at to say there are political moves being made in Malawi to bar Arthur Wamtarika from standing as president in the upcoming elections in Malawi. And then Chifetari responds to Mausamba saying, this is what I tell you. Politics comes before the law. Politics makes the law. Then you are busy arguing about the law and fighting political battles in court. Forget it. It will not help you. fight political battles with the people, and before you go there, people will get the manifest. So he simply says, you are not taking your own advice here. Why are you fighting political battles in court if you know that that's the situation? So that's just a back and forth between Chief Tayari and Mao Sampa. He goes further. This is Mao Sampa. He says, a scramble for our copper. The future of Zambia looks bright. Thank you for our copper and grid under our feet God gave us. The American putting a rail line to pick up our copper, expect it shouldn't be for Lutu, it shouldn't be free, he says. They need our copper more than we need them. The electric car plants cannot produce a single car without our copper. Let's ask them to produce the batteries and the cars in Zambia using our copper and then take them back to the US using the same rail line they are building. We should ban exports of raw material. Natusalapuke, let us be wiser this time around, Vane. And then he signs it off. Mouse B. Sampa, Patriotic Front President. So if you remember, there's been news to say the highest deposit of copper was discovered a couple of days ago in Zambia. So that's the reference he's making there in that news to say this time around, instead of just exporting the raw materials, let them start producing the electric cars within Zambia and same with the batteries, then export the finished products to the US using that rail line that they are trying to establish between Angola and Tanzania and Zambia. So that's Mao Sampa's view. In other news, Zambian ambassador to the US, Chivamba Kanyama, put up this post a couple of minutes ago. This is him and his wife, by the way, Chivamba Kanyama. He says, I am happy to inform dear friends that I have successfully defended my research after 40 months of study with Texas American University after Viva Voc this morning. The panel of internal and external examiners unanimously decided to award me a PhD in management during this period of study. 2 papers approved for journal publication, and the conferment ceremony will be communicated as soon as possible. Soon. Many thanks to many of you who were aware of my study program and kept pushing me when I attempted to give up. Chivamba Kanyama. And then Emmanuel Mwamba responds, congratulations, my brother, proud of you. To which Chivamba Kanyama says, much appreciated, Ambassador Mwamba. What is the NDC was at court today? This is Savoy Mboy and our team. So Moses Kapasa remains in detention. The youth that called for a mass demonstration to force Hakainde Hichilema to resign remains locked up. The National Democratic Congress President Ms. Savoy Mboy was at Lusaka Central Police Station today. Ms. Mboy today visited Moses Kapasa Mpomwa, who is detained at Lusaka Central Police Station. Mr. Mpomwa was detained for calling for mass demonstration against President Hakainde Hichilema. Mr. Mpomwa applied to the police to hold a protest march demonstration demanding that President Hakainde Hichilema step down on moral grounds for numerous broken promises and necessary presidential movements and abuse of human rights in Zambia. Ms. Imboya expressed concern about the detention of Mr. Mpomwa for call of mass demonstration against the president. Ms. Imboya also said the rumors that the police plan to charge Mr. Mpomwa with treason and sedition is a serious matter that raises questions about the freedom of expression and assembly in this country. And then they sign it off. So that individual is likely to be charged with those cases, she says. She's simply appealing for his release. In other news, if you remember, one who was shot, this happened in April 30th, 2022. His case, the state has closed the case in a matter in which Quito businessman, his widow Annie, is charged with murder. So the verdict is like to come out, and then this case is still in court. I'll give you the details once the verdict is given. But yeah. It seems, anyway, let's just wait. Check the tattoo. This is just a back and forth between Mao Sampa and the Patriotic Front, the one that Edgar Lungu runs. So they put up posts that they had posted him on this tattoo with his newborn So just simply saying, look at the presidential candidate showing off his tattoo on his shoulder in the black and white picture there. And then to which Sampa responds, these pics are targeted to non-violent youths voters, and such pics are it's of an exchange of body heat with my newborn in a modern trend of young fathers, not Imwe, my expired youth, pretty much saying, no, this was just a body exchange of heat between him and his newborn. Yeah, just trolling each other online. Yeah, so that's a tattoo in question, and that's his newborn. Yeah. So that's the news, ladies and gentlemen. My YouTube channel. Make sure you click on the subscribe button, you click on the notifications to get the notifications of every video that I upload. I try to upload every week, sometimes every day of the week, but definitely each week you expect a video. So make sure you click on the subscribe, like this video, and there's much more on the playlist. So visit the channel and see you around.